Hello and welcome to the draw for the 2022 Sports Insure British Final Championship, which takes place at Bellevue on Monday the 1st of August. I'm joined by Eurosport's Kelvin Tatum, double British champion Kelvin, and still a title they all want to win.
Absolutely, Dave. You know, it's always a big night for the British boys. You know, they really get fired up for it. It's in a fantastic stadium now, possibly one of the best tracks in Europe. So it's always a big night to look forward to.
And of course, this year we have something which we haven't had for the last couple of years. The Cardiff Wildcards back on the agenda.
Yeah, which is an added bonus. So I think majority of riders sort of look to win the title, but once they've done that, then the added bonus of actually then realising that they're going to ride in the Principality Stadium is, I think it's something very special indeed.
Well, you have the responsibility of the draw, so we have the riders in alphabetical order, and then you're going to allocate them a position with the draw. So if you can give the balls a spin or a stir in the bowl without dropping any, and we'll kick on with the draw, and we'll start off with Ben Barker, who was of course third in 2010 and 2014.
So Ben Barker, he will have start number 8.
Start number 8 then for Ben Barker. Moving on to Dan BEWLEY, who has never won the British Championship, runner-up twice, and of course many people will see him as favourite. Absolutely
right, Dave. You know, Dan BEWLEY in fine form. He's had some injuries recently, but there's no doubt that he will be somebody to keep your eye on. I've got, I believe, number 6 for Dan BEWLEY, and it will be a delight to see him there.
We see Dan BEWLEY in Heat 2 as number 6. Moving on to the reigning British Under-21 champion, Tom Brennan, home rider, and a big opportunity for him.
It is. Tom's in good form. I think that he's a rider that's really beginning to emerge nicely. So I'm looking forward to seeing Tom there. And he will ride with start number 16, Tom Brennan.
Number 16 then for Tom Brennan. We move on to the 2017 winner, Craig Cook, who's been on the rostrum 6 times as well, so a consistent record in this meeting.
Yeah, Craig has got a good record there, and you know, another rider that really raises his game on the night. And Craig is going to have the start number 1, so he'll be out in the first race then, Dave.
Yep, we'll see Craig in Heat 1 in red. The defending champion is Adam Ellis. What a night it was for him last year. Superb performance, looking to repeat. Let's get a number for Adam.
Well, we will do, yeah, and it was a great performance from Adam, because there's no doubt that he sort of lowered the colours of the favourite Dan BEWLEY, and Adam will have the start number 15.
Number 15 then for Adam Ellis. We move on to the newly crowned British Under-19 champion, Leon Flint, who was superb last week at Redcar, also making big progress.
Yeah, it's good to see these rising stars coming through now, and Leon's certainly looking better and better. So his start number in the British final will be start number 2.
Number 2 then for Leon Flint. 3-time champion, a man in great form this season, has not won it since 2010, but what chance Chris Harris?
I think he's got a chance, you know. As you say, he's in terrific form, and I think that Chris is riding as well as ever. So keep an eye out for him. So he will actually have start number 3.
Number 3 then for Chris Harris. We move on to the Sheffield and Leicester captain, Carl Howarth, who's a solid rider, good performer, and certainly will be thinking he can make an impression.
Yeah, I think he epitomises the type of rider that really raises his game on British final night. Wholehearted rider. And Kyle is going to have start number 5.
Which I think is the start the riders all like, don't they?
They do indeed. You get the 2 inside gates for start number 5.
So Carl Howarth gets number 5. What about Louis KERR of Kings Lynn and Redcar?
Louis, another rider again that will be looking for a big night. You know, if he really gets his act together, then he's fast, genuinely fast. So he is going to have start number 10 for Louis KERR.
Start number 10 for Louis KERR. 2016, Danny King in the wet. What a night that was. He was champion then. Can he repeat?
I think he can if he really... He hasn't been at his best this season, but there's no doubt that he's a rider that, having won it, knows what it takes. So he's going to have start number 13 for Danny King.
Lucky for some, Danny King goes at number 13. Runner-up in 2020, which was of course the pandemic year, the year of COVID, was Richard Lawson, who's having a super season this year.
Yeah, Richard, rock solid. You know, he does a great job for whoever he's riding for. He seems to have a new club every year, but there's no doubt that he's been a nearly man, and so maybe this year could be his. He is going to have start number 11 for Richard Lawson.
OK, Richard Lawson takes number 11. 7 times champion, Scotty Nicholls. His first one was 20 years ago in 2002. His last one was 10 years ago in 2012. Scotty Nicholls.
Scotty, you know, last year he rode for Peterborough Panthers in that grand final there. I don't think he rode the National Speedway Stadium any better. And if he can recapture that form, he's got a good chance. So Scotty is going to have start number 14.
Okay, 14 for Scott Nicholls. We move on to the final 4, and we start off with Paul Starke, who hopefully is coming back from injury, the Ipswich and Oxford man.
Yeah, Paul, you know, he's always in the wars. He's got to try and stay out of trouble, but as I say, he can. If he gets his act together, he can actually be a spoiler. So let's see what number Paul's going to get. And he is going to get start number 7.
Okay, start number 7 for Paul Starke. We finish off with 3 riders who know the National Speedway Stadium very well. We start off with Richie Worrall, who rides for Kings Lynn and the Leicester Lions.
Yeah, Richie, again, another rider that will be very keen to do well. You know, the two twins are always very keen to do well at the British final. So Richie is going to have start number 12.
Okay, it's 12 for Richie. And what about his brother Steve, runner-up in 2017? Very much a class act on his day.
He is indeed, but that broken leg just seemed to put a bit of a handbrake on his career. But if he can get back to that previous form, then he'll certainly be fast, and he knows the place very well, of course, having ridden for the Bellevue Aces. And his start number will be number 4.
Okay, number 4 for Steve Worrall, and we finish off with the 2019 champion Charles Wright. Home rider once again, no reason why he can't be involved.
No, he will be involved. He's a real gutsy performer, and certainly when he won there, it was a surprise, but there's no doubt that he fully deserved it. He really did put his best foot forward, and Charles will get start number 9.
Start number 9 then for Charles Wright. That completes the draw for the Sports Insure British Final Championship next Monday. I've got to ask you, whilst we have you, Kelvin, a prediction. Who do we think we're going to see in that final?
In the final itself, I think we'll see Dan BEWLEY, Adam Ellis, Chris Harris, and possibly Charles Wright. I think that's off the top of my head. You put me a bit on the spot there.
I'm sorry about that.
But I think, I'm sure there's somebody else will just blow that out of the water. But no, clearly Dan BEWLEY is the red-hot favourite.
Well, it should be a cracking night. We're really looking forward to it. Of course, the meeting is on Eurosport, but tickets are available as well at bellevue-speedway.com. So get your tickets. Join us next Monday. Should be a cracking night at Bellevue for the British Final Championship.